If you're a bird lover, then you know that birds are extremely sensitive animals. As their owners, we do many things around them during the day that they aren't very happy with. If you don't want your bird to hate you or lose its trust, these are 10 things you should avoid doing. 1. Bathing them. Many inexperienced owners think that they need to bathe their birds. They try to force them into the bath and use their hands to wet them in a not very comfortable way. Birds can very easily bathe on their own, and most times, they don't need our help at all. 2. Being clipped. Although clipping a bird's wings is sometimes necessary, you just can't expect your bird to be happy without the most important part of its body, its wings. Of course, that's what birds do fly. If you take that away from them, it may be a little too tough for them to adjust, especially in the first few days. 3. Turning on the light at night. Birds require at least 10 hours of sleep without being bothered or disturbed. If you turn on the lights, they won't be able to sleep comfortably, and they'll start waking up and even becoming aggressive with each other. 4. Touching their backs. Every time you touch your bird's back, you make it more and more sexually frustrated. When birds mate, they stand on top of each other's backs, so when you touch that spot, it confuses them. Unlike how you would pet a dog or a cat, only pet your bird around its head. 5. Meeting your other pets. Birds are prey creatures, which means they have an instinct to be scared and cautious of other animals in the area. If you have a dog or a cat, then you should know that most birds are bothered by their presence, for obvious reasons. 6. Grabbing and chasing them. The number one thing that will make your bird hate you is if you attempt to chase and grab it unwillingly. No matter how cute your bird is and how much you want to touch it and show it all the love you have for it, you just have to resist yourself, before it's a bit too late. 7. Putting them in a small cage. Birds aren't meant to live in a cage at all, and definitely not in a tiny one. So, if you've decided to take on the responsibility of raising and keeping a pet bird, treat it properly by getting it a big cage, just like it deserves. 8. Making a phone call. For some unknown reason, birds just hate it when we talk on our phones around them. It annoys them, and it makes them scream too. Just try to walk away when you're on the phone, otherwise, you won't hear the other person on the line. 9. Not letting them out of the cage. We've already talked about the fact that birds aren't meant to live in cages. So, along with the big cage you'll be getting for your bird, you should also give it lots of roaming time to explore and play around in a bird-proof room. 10. Confusing routine. Your bird has a biological clock. Something in its body that tells it when it's time to wake up, eat, play, and sleep based on its routine. So, if your bird is used to playing outside the cage in the morning, and one day you only let it out in the afternoon, it's very likely to be mad at you because you confused its biological clock and routine.